What is this again? This is polished deep slate slabs.
All right, I
along
need
with the
to
polished
look at that
deep
real
slate
quick.
stairs.
Where are we at? No, we still got about an hour in stream. All right.
Yeah, you're not rid of me yet.
If only.
If only.
Good one.
Amazing.
How sweet the
Excuse
sound.
me, Shroom.
What do I want to... Man, another hour of time? What do I want to do?
Let's see how this looks. Well,
I think, and therefore I am.
that's
I think
your
that I've
problem.
spent basically
Chaos.
all
Stop
day...
thinking.
I have spent all day building at this island and getting materials for building at this island, so I am going to go... You know, eventually we're going to cut down more of these birch trees, but I think that we should leave some of them for ambience. We should definitely have some trees, and I think birch is the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. It looks like Ditto made probably Ditto, unless it was you,
I made
Will. You made this building
Yeah.
here? Oh, nice.
that. Uh-huh.
Very
Thanks.
good. You're so much better at this
It
than
has
I am.
stairs in it.
What is with the dark, like the 2 dark oak planks right here?
I was gonna put a window there, but then I didn't want to, so I made it an accent.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't actually do anything with the interior of this one either.
Nah, I mean it'll get filled at some point.
Yeah, it's minor worries for later.
No, no.
Nice little
don't do-
observatory.
I hate working with stairs, man.
Fair.
Do you think
I'll make
RTK is gonna
Metagross.
like finish his literally just his house before this playthrough is over?
Just
No.
Probably not.
let me stop doing creative. Maybe I will.
We're like so close to finishing Twilight Town though.
Stop it.
Just come
play
for the
Kingdom
creative
Hearts.
stream and work on your house.
You just work on the house while we're doing other creative stuff. You'll be in survival. You can just talk with us.
Yeah.
I guess if you're not going to partake in creative streams, you may as well do that. I wouldn't be against it. I'd rather you do creative with us, but if you don't want to, then you don't want to.
I just don't like creative, man. That's all it is.
I don't like creative. I don't like building stuff and whatnot. RTK, what do you do when you join the
No.
Cobblemon
So
streams? I spend my entire time getting materials and building.
I find myself so aimlessly wandering when I have all the power in the world. And
Well, that's
with
why
this,
we're not aimlessly wandering. We're making something that exists. You literally have a blueprint of what
I
to be
need
doing.
someone to designate tasks for me when
It's
I'm being
literally half of the
creative.
creative stream is me telling someone to do something. I don't know how
I'll
much you like
consider
making interiors, but we're at the point in Twilight Town now where there are just a lot of empty buildings, and it's normally just Shroom who's like creating the insides of them. You could literally just do that. You just like make the insides of buildings look nice and like lived in. Is that another beacon over there? I hate these people.
Hey, RTK, stop working on your own house. Come and work on this house that no one's going to live in.
It's not like anyone's
no
gonna live
one's
in
gonna-
RTK's house.
No, you're just gonna come over for baths, man.
That's weird.
This dude
Pretty
thinks
This is
that
Minecraft.
Sounds weird.
Does
Hey,
this
you
guy
want to come
think
over to my
Shroom-
house for a bath?
Shroom, I got
No.
scented bath bombs. What's your favorite smell? Come on.
RTK, do you think there's a single person in this call who bathes?
I shower once a day.
That's not bathing.
That's showering.
That's
A
big.
big difference.
No, they're literally 2 different things.
Honestly, I hate baths.
I'm not that big on baths either. I can't remember the last time I took a bath. Probably the last time I was like sick. But even when I'm sick, I prefer showers.
Yeah, the steam is just better for the nostrils. I don't know, man. I guess the last time I did it was the last time my daughter actually had a bath, because, you know, she's little. She had the little bathtub.
And after she was done, you took a turn in the little bathtub.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, why wouldn't you? The water's still hot, might as well.
Yeah, gotta use it while it's good.
Yeah.
Can't, you know, new father gotta start saving up for the college fund. Gotta start sharing water.
I just have the tub filled up throughout the day, and it's just like Gamer Boy bathwater.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, man. I guess when did I last get? She doesn't take. Basically, just.
I
gets
don't
in the
need you to
shower
actually remember the last time you took a bath.
A year and a half ago, I would assume. She's almost 3 now, so. Alright. I have annoyed myself with these stairs. I'm gonna go, like, cause trouble and shenanigans for everyone else. Where are you guys at?
Is that not what you've been doing the entire time? I'm off mining now. I went to mine because I think I'm low on diamonds and all, so.
I'm making
well, since I
metadross on the
died
back
last
of a
time, I
boat.
have a single iron pick in the red, so.
There's
That's
a
probably
bunch
what
of
I'm gonna
iron
do,
in
too.
my house if you need some stuff.
Yo, looting? You offering let me loot? I'm looting.
This guy. Let me throw.
Go, my talon flame. Yo, Chaos, I've been meaning to ask, how did you feel about Time Stranger?
It was great. It's the best Digimon game they've ever put out, and it was very good. Even if you're not into Digimon, I think it's a great entry point for people. And it was very, very fun. I still need to wrap up a little bit of post-game stuff, but I spent so long playing just it, I fell so behind on so many other games that I decided to leave. Because I did, like, every optional thing I could pre-post-game, so I don't think there's actually that much for me to do in the post-game. So I need to go back and wrap up that little bit that I didn't do, and then I'm gonna do a Mega Plus NG Plus playthrough.
Ah.
But it was fantastic. Great story, great characters, really fun gameplay, great monster collecting. I basically have almost nothing but praise. My only complaints are
Hold on, I
really-
wanna see if we have the same complaint real quick.
it's the same complaint
So-
that everyone in the community has.
My biggest issue is just the menuing in the Digifarm. Like, I
Yes,
don't have access to
literally-
the. Okay.
Yeah, literally just the fact that you cannot open the Digivolution menu from within the farm. That's the only thing it needs. It doesn't even need to be any more complex than that. You just need to be, when you're in the Digifarm, able to open the Digivolution menu to see what stats the Digimon are trying to get to. Instead of
For
having
real.
to take them out of the farm, look at it out of the farm, and then put them in. That is the only objectively wrong thing with the game, I think.
Yeah, I gave up using the farm for stats and just focused on hitting personalities after getting the upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
I still used the farm a lot, but I would just use a Word document.
At one point, I just farmed for money, so I could just quick farm. Like,
So you could just pay for the thing. Yeah, it's fair.
yeah. Because it got to the point where there were so many Digimon that I needed to train and in the same things that it would have taken way too long. And I've still not finished the game.
I think you're wrong on that, because I did a little
I
bit
probably
of paying.
didn't train as much as you did, I would assume.
Well, no, I'm just
I-
saying that I did not, like, min-max anything, and also I probably could have abused personalities a bit more to get Digivolutions than I did, and I did not have to, I spent money on leveling stuff up sometime here and there, but I think the game, with how long the game is doing everything, it gives you pretty much all you need as long as you're converting Digimon and Digivolving them to where you don't need to, like, grind money to, like, fill out the field guide or anything, because I didn't. So it's an option that you can do, but
And then one thing that really bothered me is I never got like a final. I needed one immortal egg to get a. It was one Digi-Egg of something. I can't remember.
Digi-Egg
what it
of
was.
Miracles or Digi-Egg of whatever.
Whatever the one that gives me
Rapidmon.
a Goonimon, I think is what it was.
Oh no, that's the human
Yeah,
spirit of
that's-
flame. That's not a Digi-Egg. You have no idea what you're
Oh,
talking
then
about.
whatever the heck it
You
was.
also
I
don't need a you only need the miracle egg for the 2 golden Digi-Eggs, I'm pretty sure. Are you thinking of the beef skewers that you can only get from the human world that you needed?
No, I did have that issue too. I definitely
That
had
was a minor
problem.
complaint, but not one that I really cared about in the long run. I thought that you only need the immortal eggs for the golden digi-eggs, but also if you just do all of the side quests in the game, they give you all of the eggs you need.
Yeah,
so.
and that's fine because like I've got to the point. I haven't beaten it yet, but I got to the point where like right before I think you fight Barbamon, I think is what it is. They give you a whole bunch of side quests to do.
Yeah, a bajillion of
And-
them.
Yeah.
Which is another small gripe I have, but not a huge one.
Yeah, it's kind of just ham-fisted in there, which I would have preferred if it was scattered throughout, but
I am not going to get too specific because you haven't finished the game yet, but what the heck? Why did this hammer stop working? I think that a good chunk of those side quests could have been after the final boss.
Yeah,
think so?
post game. Yeah.
Huh.
I think that they could have put a good chunk of them after the final boss, and there are some people who disagree with me, but I'm not going to go into specifics because it would be spoilers for the end, but I think that they're wrong. I think that they could have put some of them in the post-game for the sake of... It's not the fact that you get so many quests at the end of the game, that's fine. The problem with it is that so much incredible, like, story, like, cutscenes and stuff happen that lead you into the end. And then when you're right at the very end of the game and everything is like ramping up story-wise and all, they're like, by the way, take 14 hours to do side content.
Yo, and like another thing with those side quests, I felt like for a lot of them, it felt I don't know. It just felt like, oh, go to the... I think there was one with Minervamon. I just went to her house and talked to her about going to the movies, and then that was it. It was just like you didn't really do anything other than take Minervamon to the movies.
I disagree. Because I know what quest you're talking about, and you do that and take her to the movies, and it's supposed to build up her character as one of the Olympus 12 with what's going
Yeah, that
on.
would've
And
been
then following...
fine.
Let me finish. And then following that conversation about the movies and all, it immediately gives you a follow-up quest that is related to it that involves getting a specific Digimon to show her, followed immediately after that by going into a big arena fight in another
Which
side
I
quest.
think would have been a little bit better if they had just sprinkled it through the game instead of throwing it all one by one like that.
No, I disagree. I think I think it would have been really weird if 10 hours into the game, I just did the side quest. Like, your complaining is, like, it felt so unnecessary to just, like, all it was walk over here and talk. It would have felt really unnecessary if I just went over there and talked to Minervamon 10 hours into the game, and then absolutely nothing came of it for another 20 hours in the game.
Well, look, they have the same thing where you do with Marsmon and you take him to the movies, but that's way before.
I don't even
So,
remember
like-
what you're talking about with Marsmon.
Marsmon goes to see like an action movie with you in the human world after you get him in the tournament. It's like immediately after, and that's how you get his thing to craft that one item. And like, if that was there, why couldn't the other one just be sprinkled in too? Because it's the same plot of each quest.
Well,
Take him
you
to the
didn't
movie and
have you didn't have Minervamon at that point.
That's true. Hey,
Minervamon wasn't available. You get the Minervamon quest. Like, Minervamon is one of the last ones that you get back right before the end of the game. So that's like the only time that side quest can even be available to be relevant for getting the item you're talking about. And also, again, it leads into like 2 other late game side quests immediately after. I don't know. To me, that's just a really, really weird thing to harp on. Like, oh, why did this one Minervamon quest not happen like 8 hours earlier?
Well, I mean, it's not just that. I felt like the I don't know. I felt like the side quest could have been just in general sprinkled throughout the game a little bit more, and they did a good job up until like I want to say like up until right after like Neptunemon and Venusmon stuff, and it's just like straight story for like I don't know, like 10 hours.
I disagree. I think
But,
that there are
you
some
know-
side quests when they give all those side quests at the end that should have been after the final boss, so that you didn't lose that rising tension going into the end. But that is the only thing I would change. I would take a certain set of side quests and put them to put them in the post game. Everything else I would
haven't
probably
done every
just leave
single
like it was.
but I might feel the same way afterwards. After
Yeah,
I
I just
them
don't
all.
agree with you on like the Minervamon one and all that, because like at the end of the day, the thing is like I think that the other thing is a problem where there are just too many quests there in general, and I think that the solution to that is to put some specific quests into the post game, while you're saying that the solution would have been to take a handful of them that might have been more awkwardly placed or felt more out of place if they had been throughout the rest of the game, which I don't think is necessary, because I think that the game did a really fine balance of story and quest stuff throughout the game, other than all the quests at the very end being too heavy loaded at the back. I don't think that there needed to be more side quests like through the Marsmon. What's right after? Another thing is that a lot of like side quests, like the Minervamon one you're talking about, you just can't get access to that at all during that section that you're complaining about. Because okay,
Oh.
Ditto, what happens? You that
I was
sick of
working
hearing
on
us talk
something and
about
got
Digimon?
trapped. No,
What
I
did
was
you
working
do?
on something and got trapped. It's fine.
He got trapped, Your Honor. I just found a big lava pool with a bunch of spires coming out of it. Canon death. Yeah, no, I'm banning him right now. He can't come back. But like that section of the game you're talking about, there might have been a little less side quests, but like all of the side quests that you're able to, like all the side quests that are left involve characters who aren't present or available until after you get through all that story stuff. So it would have just been really disjointed and out of place to try and shove those in somewhere else, I think. The stuff
I'll
with
have to finish all of
Minervamon
them,
and
'cause I
Apollomon
haven't-
and Dianamon and all of that, and Marsmon as well. Marsmon, Marukimon, and also getting access to those areas, like those late game Digi areas other than the Abyss area, like not like being able to go into them freely and do stuff. All of that becomes available as you do all of those like in-game story things. You have to get through all of the stuff with Marukimon's town and getting Volcanismon saved, as well as going to Junomon's temple. Going to Junomon's temple and doing like the cosmic area frees 4 of the missing Olympus 12. And that happens right after you save Marukimon as well. So like all of the Digimon that you need for those side quests you're talking about, like the Minervamon one, you don't have
So-
access to any of them until you do those like 3 story areas.
That was another thing I felt like was odd to me, is getting all of them immediately back to back like that. I mean, yeah,
I disagree wholeheartedly. Like what else would you like? Minervamon, Junomon, Apollomon, and Dianamon, all 3 of them from the very start of the game are all like looped in together as like a set package, more or less. And so you get all 4 of them in a set package. Other than that, just like how you get Neptunemon and Venusmon in a set package. Other than that, you just do like you get one Olympian after the other. You do the Marsmon and Calismon bit, and then you do, I think it's Volcanismon and then Marukimon, or I might have them flipped.
Marukimon, then Volcanismon, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's Volcanismon before Marukimon, but I don't remember. But you do them one after another, and then you get those 4 who are all tied together at the same time. I mean, you go get Dianamon and Apollomon technically, but then they immediately go to save Minervamon and Junomon, which all tied together very nicely and was very, very good story-wise and all, I think. So I wouldn't want to mess that up or compromise that, because I was like, oh, I only had like 1 side quest in between Cosmic Area and Junomon's area. I think I should have had 3.
I mean, it's not even I don't know. It felt like a lot of the time I'm like, I want to go do something, and I can't because I'm either locked into doing.
No, now
more
you're
story
just
stuff.
lying because they do not lock you into anything. You're remembering wrong or you're lying. You can go do something. You can go leave and go to any of the places that aren't like locked off that you're not allowed to go to, which is just Junomon's temple and maybe Marukimon's central town for a little bit of before you get Marukimon. You do not get
Yeah,
locked
before
into
the,
anything. You can go wherever you want.
I wouldn't say exactly the word locked. I don't know, man. I
don't understand what you're saying. Doesn't match up with what
I'm
actually
trying
happens
to
in the game.
trying to think of how I felt in the moment, you know, and how it felt to me. I'll come back to you on it because my thoughts are not.
He's too busy
not
trying
all
to stop his
together
daughter
at
from
one point.
escaping the other room.
No, currently I'm in the Safari Zone. I found a Trico and I had a Rowlet earlier.
I want to
and,
argue with someone in chat right now, actually. I've seen this complaint, and people are wrong. And RTK, can you deafen for a second? I don't want to spoil you on this. It's a slight spoiler.
Yeah, hold on.
Lone Wolf, tell me when he's deafened.
He's deafened.
He's deafened. Alright, people in chat, people, it's one person, but other people have said in my comments, saying that Sarismon didn't get much. You're all wrong. Sarismon got plenty, but it was while she was Sirenmon. Sirenmon got plenty in the game, and then she becomes Sarismon at the very end for the final thing. That is Sarismon getting story and character development. She just got it as Sirenmon, and then became Sarismon for the final battle. She got plenty. I do not agree with this narrative of some people saying like, wow, Sarismon really got the short end of the stick. Sarismon did not. Sirenmon got plenty of stuff all throughout the game. Plenty of stuff. And then she became Sarismon at the very end. Lone Wolf, do you have anything to add to that? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me?
I completely agree. Like, I can kind of understand if they wanted to be as Sarismon, but, you know.
How are you going to do that when Sarismon is a giant chicken?
Exactly.
Like, what do you want? So, like, Sarismon, it would be so awkward to do. And then Sarismon shows up and is just incredibly awesome and whatnot. Everyone else got it as their previous and then as Olympus 12, though, like Shamon and Venusmon. Wrong! Junomon and Minervamon, both just were them from the very start. And that's all they got was as Junomon and Minervamon. It's a mix. Some people got more when they were in previous forms, some people got more when they were in their final forms, and some people only had their final form, and Sirenmon got basically all of her stuff while she was Sirenmon, and then got to be Sarismon at the end when it was time for the final fight. So I disagree with you entirely. I just think you're wrong, straight up. It's the ones who got to be something previously and then also got stuff after they changed forms was technically Aegiomon and Jupitermon, but Aegiomon is just Aegiomon throughout the whole thing to me. And then it's Marsmon, Apollomon, Dianamon, which Apollomon and Dianamon don't even get that much as Coronamon and Lunamon, to be honest. They're just kind of there hanging out. What was I gonna say? It's Marsmon, Apollomon, Dianamon by technicality, then it's Venusmon and Neptunemon. Junomon is already like that, Minervamon is already like that. Bacchusmon is just Bacchusmon for the entire game. Marukimon is Marukimon for the entire game. Like, half of the Olympians don't have a, like, before stage and after stage thing. Half of them are just in their final form. The only difference is that Sarismon is flipped, because Sarismon's, like, size and body would be difficult to do. So Sarismon gets it as Sirenmon, but she has the exact same setup as Junomon and Marukimon and whatever the other one I just said was, Bacchusmon and whatnot. That's how I feel about it. Lone Wolf, final comments before I tell RTK he doesn't have to be deafened.
I think you put it well enough. Yeah, like, completely agree.
All right, I'm getting him back in here. Come back, RTK. Return to us, unfortunately. Or I could just tell him never to come back, Shroom, if that's what you'd like.
Of course, that's what I'd like.
Anyways, I'm probably going to have this rant again when I do the post-game for Time Stranger next week, hopefully. Because I had another comment on it. I'm not going to say anything spoiler RTK, but welcome back. But I had the thing we were just talking about. I had another comment about it on a YouTube video the other day of someone saying it, and I was just, I was like, I'm gonna have to talk about this when I do the post game because I just do not agree And there's been more than just 1 or 2 people saying it, but I just do not agree with the take at all. All right, RTK, you can take control of the conversation again, whatever you want to talk about. I got out the thing I had to yell at chat about.
I mean, I'm basically done. You know, I still have to formulate my thoughts because I'm not
Yeah,
one that thinks about these beforehand.
I'd love to talk
'Cause
about it again after
overall,
you
I
finish the
really
game.
love the game. It's like
game
the
is
best
fantastic, yeah.
Digimon game I've ever played.
It is the best Digimon game they've ever put out, straight up. Anyone else saying otherwise has some heavy nostalgia for something specific.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played a world game, so I don't really care about those.
I don't think that you would like
Except
world
for
games,
4.
to be honest.
I played 4 with you.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was
that's
it.
not really... When people say world games, they don't really mean 4.
I mean, 4 was only fun because I got to screw with you guys.
Yeah, if only you were more available. Shroom has to play it with me again. You could have joined us if you were, like, not constantly busy.
I mean, it really depends
That's
on when you
probably
guys were
better for
doing
Shroom,
it.
to be honest. Sometime next year. Shroom, do you want to tell me please don't before I tell RTK that we can try and get him to jump in?
Always want to tell you, please don't. Well, that's just a thing.
Oh, come on, Shroom, old buddy, old pal, old guy.
Don't talk to me.
I'll think about it and
Be
get
like
back to you,
that.
RTK, because at the end of the day, I think that your schedule is just atrocious for it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never free until the evenings anyways, so.
Yeah, and Shroom is already, you know, British, so.
Oh, man,
Which
don't
is
remind
disgusting
me.
to have to deal with, but also his time zone.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe
Can't
I'll
believe
hit you
sometimes
up
I have
about
to
it.
do
I'll
it.
hit you up about it some other time, RTK, if we can,
Ah,
because
don't
we're not
worry
doing
about
that
it
for a
too much.
while. I wish that
Now-
we could do more stuff. You know, I heard that Toontown Corporate Clash is getting a big update soon, and it really makes me want to do Corporate
I'm
Clash
good,
again.
brother.
But, like,
I'm good, all right?
Yeah, you're the one who who ended up not liking Toontown, right? Was that you?
I played it with you guys like the first time, I want to say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Or
you
maybe
did.
we just played it in call. I can't remember.
I don't remember. I like Toontown, and my thing with Toontown is basically that I really like to play it for like 3 months, give or take, and then I kind of fall out of it a bit, which I think
Yo,
might
get
just
me
be
back on
normal for MMOs.
RuneScape, and then, you know.
But then,
we
oh yeah,
can
okay,
talk.
okay, buddy. But then 2 years later, and I think Michael has the same cycle that I do, but Michael is way too busy nowadays. It's like impossible to do stuff with Michael anymore. I don't even know why
Michael-
he's that busy. I know he has a job, but like I don't know what he must be doing in his free time outside of his job to be so unavailable. But
School can't be
But,
that important.
I don't think is he in school right now? I don't think he is.
I don't remember. I haven't talked to him in
I'm
like
pretty
4
sure he's
weeks.
done. Yeah, I know. You haven't talked to him since I talked to him last. But he's just he has before he was perpetually busy. He has the same thing that I do, where like he'll just get the vibe to want to play Toontown for like 4 to 6 months at some point, and then that vibe will die out, and then he won't want to play it again for like 2 years. But then after those 2 years pass, it's like it comes back, and it's like, man, I really wish I was like playing Toontown like twice a week right now.
Yo, that's how I get with RuneScape. That's how I get with I mean, it's not the same anymore, but Wizard 101 back in the day, that was something I played the crap out
You were
of.
one of them. You were one of them.
Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. I also played World of Warcraft, but like not as much because
Oh,
my
you
parents
were
wouldn't pay for
you
the
were really one
they
of
wouldn't
them.
they wouldn't pay for the subscription. So what I did is they'd give you a 10-day free trial, and I just make a character over and over again and play. I grew up poor, man.
abusing the system.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the heck is this? Oh, I found an underwater underground mine.
What?
Cool.
This looks really cool.
Neat.
Weird.
Anyways, yeah, Time Stranger, fantastic game. Wonderful game, blew my expectations out of the water. It was not perfect.
DLC
I have
already
some...
coming out, man.
Yeah, they're gonna have like an episode, and they're gonna add some new Digimon, which they said that they would end up doing when the game was announced, which I'm very happy for. I have the Ultimate Edition, so I just already have it when it releases.
I'll probably just end up buying the season pass.
Yeah, I would. I think it's a very replayable game, so eventually you'll want to play it again, and you'll have those DLC mons when you do, which will be nice. But just overall, wonderful, wonderful game. Cannot recommend it enough. Really great stuff. I found a normal dungeon.
Yo,
Congrats.
Oh, my legs! Oh, I broke them.
Deserved.
That's okay.
And nothing of value was lost.
Excuse me? I need my legs.
What have they ever done for you?
You
Led
know
him
what?
astray.
Actually, you're right. They've gotten me into nothing but trouble all my life.